Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Titans Return, Titanmasters Wave 2. Yeah, I said Wave 2. Unfortunately, Wave 2 never showed up in stores around me, so when Wave 3 hit, I got those, and then I had to order Wave 2 from Amazon.com. So here we go with Wave 2, 2 repaints and 2 new molds. And one of them, you've seen you've seen both parts in other reviews, mainly because one Titan Master came with one figure, and the vehicle came with another, that being Ape Face. And with that said, we're going to get to the repaints first, and we're going to start off with Skytread, aka Flywheels, a repaint of Terrible. You can see he's got the red on one side and a little bit of brown and more brown on the bottom to replicate Flywheels' jet and tank modes, since he was a duocon. The jet and the tank came together to form the robot. But this is more of a triple changing vehicle. As you can see, we got it in the jet mode. Looks pretty good. You can still see the treads plain as day though. And yeah, you can see the Titan Master plain as day. So let's just take him out real quick. If I can get him out. There we go. Yeah, he's a tight fit. But as you can see, little Titan Master. Articulation is going to be the same for all four, so we'll get this out of the way. Head is on a ball joint. Arms can move forward, back, tiny bit outward. Hips go forward and back. Mono knee, up and down. Can actually bend forward for the head mode. And yeah, much like Terrible, this guy has a bit of a problem with that knee joint transforming to head mode. So it's unfortunate. I guess it's not just bad pin placement, although this one doesn't have real great pin placement anyway. As you can see, the head mode looks pretty nice. Brown head. Got a nice eye. Silver face, and that's all the paint that's on this thing. And as you can see, there's no paint on the robot mode, which stinks. So we'll whip out Astro Chain here. Pop Skytread on. And he looks pretty decent there. Now for his vehicle's weapon mode, just flip those up. Flip down the handle like that, and move one gun and pop it in place. Boom, large blaster with 5 guns on it. Yay. So we'll take this off. Flip the handle down. Flip the nose cone down. You got your tank mode, where he can just ride in. Looks pretty good. Since I forgot to do it earlier, quick comparison with Terrible. Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. So next up we have Clobber, which is a repaint of Crash Bash meant to be Grimlock. So yeah, not much different from Crash Bash or from Overkill. So yeah, 3 little dinos. That's how many times this has been used. Now to get him into the robot mode, first we'll just take him out. Pop this together again. Get this out of the way now. We just flip the tail up. Put these forward. Put that down. Gun mode. Just pop that on the Astro Train right now. So we can take a look at Clover. Nice mix of gunmetal gray and yellow. Again, no paint, which really stinks. Put him into his head mode. And then we'll just pop him on Astro Train. On camera, preferably. Yeah. And that doesn't look bad. I mean, it's a good Grimlock head, I'll admit it, but yeah, would have preferred a Grimlock body to go with it. Wait, we'll just pop that off. Pop this off. And try not to take it. Try to bring the handle with. Yeah. There we go. So we just hold that down. Pop him on like so. Tight fit. And there we go, dragon mode, yay. It looks good. As it did with Crash, Bash, and Overboard. So next up, we'll save Ape Face for last. We'll get to Brawn first. One of the newer molds. As you can see, he's a Jeep with treads. Kind of reminiscent of Brawn's original alt mode, although not quite there. Now, converting him to weapon mode is actually pretty easy. Just flip those two forward. We'll take the head out. Nice Brawn head. And push that down. And that's a very interesting little weapon mode for certain. And the only downside is it's kind of hard to get that handle to stay locked. But we'll get a look at that later. First, let's look at Brawn. Again, no paint to speak of, which is a terrible shame. But we fold him in half. Nice Brawn head. Bring in Astro Train with that gun. And there we go. Astro Train, Brawn looks pretty good. Yeah, so he's a tight fit. Anyway, pop that off. Can push this down. There we have this jet cycle mode, or hover cycle, whatever you want to call it. Pose Brawn like so. Feet go into the little tabs on the back. Oh, okay, sorry. Feet go to the tabs on the back. Provided I can actually get this to work. It's a little stubborn. And there we go. Running a jet cycle. Yay. Not bad. And last, but certainly not least, would be Apeface. Now, I'm not going to bring in Apex, because Apex is so wildly different colored, it really wouldn't do much. As you can see, very nice, reminiscent of Apeface's jet mode, which is great. So for his weapon mode, just push these forward, flip this down, and then you can take out the Titanmaster. And there we have Apeface's weapon mode, which we'll look at again later. Now let's get a look at Apeface himself. Again, no paint. Very monotonous, right? But this one, I can show you what it would look like if someone actually did paint him well. This is the Takara Apeface that came with Laserbeak. As you can see, a very significant difference between the two. I mean, this one looks good, this one looks boring. So yeah, Takara Apeface, better. And we'll get them into head modes. So only difference is black eyes versus red eyes. Black eyes being toy accurate, red eyes being anime accurate. And I just dropped it. So yeah. Significant difference between these two. Even in this mode, those eyes do make a difference. But we'll put Apeface on Astro Train. And, you know, that doesn't look bad. And the purples match pretty well, which is good. It's a good head for him. There we go. As you can see, the gun looks pretty nice on him too. So just pop that off, flip this back up, flip the jetpack back, and bring the arms forward, and there we have Apeface's Ape mode. So it does successfully bring out the triple changer of the original Headmaster Horicon. But yeah, paint could use some work. It's more black than it should be. But all in all, it does work. But we're not done yet, because I want to show you what it would look like if I can get this on in time. Takara Apeface was with this thing, and that actually looks really cool. And the Takara Apeface goes great with this vehicle. So if you happen to get both, just give Takara Apeface's little weapon and you're good. So anyway, excuse me a sec while I readjust. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I do recommend these guys if you can find them. You know, don't pay too much for them, but you know, I definitely would recommend Apeface, maybe Brawn. Can't really have too many of that little Titanmaster T-Rex vehicle. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.